Right now, Chennai is at a virtual standstill. A relentless, absolutely record-breaking downpour has paralyzed the city. But this isn't just another heavy storm. What we're seeing is a massive weather system that has become trapped, literally locked in place right off the coast. In this explainer, we're going to break down the incredible meteorological events that created this perfect storm.
So what's the real story here? I mean, how can a massive storm system just get stalled out, essentially held hostage, right over a major city? Well, to understand what's happening on the ground, first we've got to understand the incredible battle that's happening up in the skies.
Okay, so let's meet the main player in this whole drama. A really powerful deep depression that has parked itself just off the coast of Chennai.
And it is incredibly close, folks, sitting just 50 to 55 kilometers out at sea. But its location isn't even the most critical detail. The key word you need to remember here is stalled. The system has completely stopped moving. It's just spinning in place like a giant top, dumping all of its energy on one very unfortunate location.
This leads us right to the heart of the matter. What could possibly be strong enough to halt a weather system of this size? Well, it turns out it's a fascinating atmospheric standoff.
What we're witnessing here is a clash of two colossal opposing forces. Pushing from the east, you've got the Indo-Pacific high-pressure system, and it's acting like a giant invisible wall. And then, pushing back from the west, is a western disturbance. Our depression has wandered right into the middle of this huge atmospheric squeeze.
And here's exactly how that squeeze created a total weather lockdown. So the depression drifted towards the coast, probably expecting to move inland like they usually do. But then, bam, it hits that wall of high pressure from the east, while the western system is pushing against its back. It was completely trapped. And with nowhere to go, all of its furious spinning energy got focused on just one thing, continuously pulling moisture from the sea and dumping it as torrential, non-stop rain.
So, what does a storm that's locked in place actually look like for the people on the ground? The rainfall numbers are frankly just jaw-dropping.
In just one area, Perry's Corner, an incredible 243 millimeters of rain was recorded. Now, to put that into perspective for you, that's nearly 25 centimeters. That's almost the entire height of a standard ruler of water just falling from the sky in a very short amount of time.
And this wasn't just some isolated pocket of rain. No way. This deluge was city-wide. Ennore got hit with almost 230 millimeters. Icehouse saw over 210. These aren't just high numbers. They're painting a picture of a consistent, widespread soaking that completely overwhelmed the infrastructure all across Chennai's most vital areas.
Now, because that system is still trapped out there, this story is far from over. So let's take a look at the forecast for the next 24 hours to see how this situation is expected to play out.
For Tamil Nadu, the bullseye is still squarely over those northern coastal regions. North Chennai and Tiruvallur are bracing for the most intense bands of rain for sure. As you move south and a little bit inland, the intensity does lessen slightly, but places like Kanchipuram and the Delta districts are still in for a pretty significant, widespread soaking.
And the system's reach extends well beyond state lines. I mean, its northern bands are lashing southern Andhra Pradesh right now, putting the border districts of Tirupati and Nellore on high alert for very heavy rainfall. This just clearly demonstrates the storm's massive scale and regional influence. The ripple effects are even being felt right across the peninsula. This powerful system is pulling moisture all the way over to Kerala, triggering heavy showers in southern districts like Thiruvananthapuram. And then, to the northwest, in Karnataka, cities including Bengaluru can also expect some significant rainfall. So yeah, this isn't just a Chennai problem, it's a major regional weather event.
So that covers the immediate future. But what about the longer-term view? If you're hoping this is just a 1 or 2 day event, well, the forecast has other plans.
So the crucial point here is this. This is a marathon, not a sprint. The meteorological conditions that have trapped this storm, they aren't expected to break down quickly. And what that means is this pattern of widespread rain is likely to stick around across Tamil Nadu for the better part of a week. Which really leaves us with a critical, forward-looking question. We've just seen how two distant weather systems can basically team up to create a stationary deluge. As weather patterns become more and more unpredictable, the question is no longer just how we prepare for a storm that passes through, but how do we build resilience for a storm that decides to stay?